Title: The Virginity Pact, a story of hubris, hormones, and humiliation. Narrated by the unrepentant gossip, aka the voice of karma. Prologue: The bet. Let me set the scene, darling. Picture this. Greenfield High, where the hockey team's egos were as inflated as their biceps. 5 boys, Jake, Derek, Cole, Liam, Marcus, swaggering through life like gods. Their girlfriends, us, by the way, just accessories to their glory. But then came the bet. See, these boys thought they'd spice up senior year. Let's play the girls' team, Jake sneered, flexing for the locker room cameras. If we win, you surrender your virginity, all 5 of you, at once. The threat dripped with entitlement, but Lara, our captain, my best friend, just smiled. Sure, boys, but if we win, you surrender yours, as girls. Cue the laughter, the eye rolls, the "you're cute when you're delusional" smirks. They signed the pact. They filmed it. And oh, sweet summer children, they lost. Chapter 1. The Game. Let's rewind to that fateful match. The boys strutted onto the ice, winking at their exes. Again, us. They didn't notice the hypnotist we'd planted in the bleachers, whispering subliminal triggers into their earpieces. You're getting softer, weaker, prettier. By halftime, Jake was staring at his reflection in the ice, trembling. Why do I look different? He slurred. Focus, Captain, Derek barked, before tripping over his own skates, his voice squeaking. The girls? We played like furies. Final score, 12-0. Chapter 2. The Contract. The locker room reeked of sweat and hubris. Lara tossed 5 pink transition kits at their feet. Time to pay up, princesses. Inside, estrogen patches, lace thongs, and a contract. Sign, or we leak the nudes you begged us to delete last year. Jake tried to protest. This is illegal. Until Lara played the recording of their bet. His face paled. But becoming girls? Oh, honey, I purred, snapping a collar around his neck. You're not becoming girls. You're revealing the ones you've always been. Chapter 3. The Dollhouse. We moved them into a mansion we called the Dollhouse. Mornings began with voice therapy, forcing them to repeat, "I'm a good girl," until their throats burned. Afternoons, posture training, balancing books on their heads while we zapped their abs with cattle prods. Suck in those guts, ladies. The real fun started with the hormones. Jake, now Jacqueline, wept as her biceps melted into soft curves. Derek, Daisy, screamed when her beard stopped growing. Look at you, Lara crooned, live-streaming their meltdowns. Chat says you're adorable when you cry. Chapter 4. The surgeries. Viewers donated thousands to vote on their new bodies. Bigger tits. Give them womb tattoos. Make their voices sound like helium. The operating room became a theater. We live-streamed Daisy's breast augmentation, zooming in on her tear-streaked face as silicone filled her chest. Smile for the fans, Lara chirped. The comments rolled in. LOL, she's gonna regret those DEDs. But the pièce de résistance? The artificial wombs. Every virgin needs a functional hole, Lara declared, as surgeons carved away their manhood. Don't worry, darlings, you'll love being mommies. Chapter 5. The Debutante Ball. The grand finale was a debutante ball, a black tie auction where the boys-turned-girls would lose their virginity. The ballroom dripped with chandeliers and cruelty. Jacqueline shuffled in a white wedding gown, her DD breasts spilling over the corset. Daisy's voice squeaked as she recited vows. I vow to obey my husband. The bidders were merciless. A tech billionaire claimed Jacqueline. A oil tycoon married Daisy. The girls' squad pocketed $2 million. And the boys. They moaned. Part pain, part shame, part something else. Epilogue. Happily never after. A year later, Jacqueline lives in a penthouse pregnant, her husband's collar around her neck. Her Instagram. Mommy life. Daisy runs an OnlyFans, her womb accidentally seated during a live stream. Subscribe for bump pics. Lara, she's at Harvard, laughing all the way to the bank. At the reunion, the girls turned maids served champagne in frilly aprons. Still think feminism's a joke? Lara asked, popping a grape into Daisy's mouth. Daisy curtsied, her voice a meek squeak. No, mistress. Final line, and somewhere a hypnotist whispers, Good girls don't regret, they thank.